And we can go back over there, right? On the other side of lake, it's a part of these projects that actually were built on top of a cemetery. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's a cemetery. You didn't know that? Yeah, part of Robert Paul project was built on top of a black cemetery a long time ago. And then they found it out when I was contract over here. They found out that they had built over a cemetery. So we could actually go on that side of the other side of the lake, and I can show you guys the old cemetery that was found after they built these projects on top of it. But this is one of the last surviving housing projects in the city of Tampa right now, Roberts Park. And I say in the next few years, this will be tore down. They're gonna clean it up, and I don't know what the plans they got for it, but best believe they got plans for this area. So you can see what it is now. Back in the crack era, when I was coming up in the 80s and the 90s, this place was full of people, full of families, basically. A lot of families grew up over here, but now it's just like almost like a ghost town. You know, show them it's a ghost town. All the doors are being boarded up. People are moving out. They got new plans. You know, it was called the plan without the black man. We weren't a part of this plan right here. The plan was to get us up out of here. So that was the plan. Y'all don't realize that, but that was the whole plan. To bring the drugs into the community, lock all the men up, send them to prison, leave the kids out here in the street to grow up without no role models, leave these women out here by themselves to raise these kids, and then you get this what you got going on now, you know? And in return, guess what? Everybody left with nothing. No property, no money. Only thing you got out here is your criminal history and your street reputation. That's all you're left with, you know, and an empty housing project community, you know. But that's what the streets do to you, and that's what we got going on. We're gonna go on the other side and check out that cemetery. Mm-hmm. So over here in Roberts Park, like I was telling you guys, these projects were built on top of a cemetery. This was an old black cemetery. And over the years, some type of way, it got lost in the shuffle of the land grab, and they built these projects right over top of this cemetery. And it was in 2000 or 2001, we were actually servicing these projects because I got a landscape company, so we was over here servicing this area.
2001 or 21?
2021, I mean.
Got you.
2021, we was over here servicing the projects. And we used to see a lot of people pushing this machine around like they looking for something in the ground. And then it came to find out that they found a lot of coffins. And there was an old cemetery called Zion Cemetery, as you can see. And they built these projects over this cemetery, and that's why now they had to shut them down. And they basically gonna remove everybody out of here.
So I have a question.
It's basically sacred land.
Yeah, so you discovered, like, it was on your watch that this was discovered, or what do you mean? Okay. Tell me a little bit about that.
So I'm a landscape contractor. I have a landscape company. Mm-hmm. And we had the contract to service these housing projects. Mm-hmm. During the time we were servicing it, we used to see a company over here pushing these machines that was penetrating the ground to see if there was something up underneath. We didn't know what was going on. But we used to ask the people, and they said they doing like they mapping the ground. Then it came out later on that there was a cemetery that they was looking for to see what the coffins up underground. And they found the coffins. And It was big news, so that's why you see them giving homage to the people that was buried up under there. That's the cemetery right there. I used to come over here. Colored cemetery. You see that right there? Colored cemetery. It was a colored cemetery. We weren't called African Americans then. We wasn't called black people then.
I'm trying to get it because it's a little bit like, okay, there it is. Colored. Yeah. If you see right there, it says colored cemetery. Right. So you said they what? They segregated you. They what?
Back then, we wasn't called African Americans. Mm-hmm. We were called colored people. So if we were Native Americans or Africans, if we looked the same, they classified us the same. So that's why some of the people say that we got Indian in us, because you do. Mm-hmm. Some of the people that was originally here were Indians, but they classified them as colored. So you can see proof right here that they wasn't called African American or black. They called you colored people back then. And here's some of the name of the people that they found over there. A lot of people don't know this, but it's history. I mean, it's just one of probably many that they did over the years in black communities.
So that is basically why they are tearing these down.
Yeah. Yeah, they want to preserve the history now. They got to tear these down. They're going to make a memorial, and they're going to basically do right what they should have did the first time instead of building a housing project over it. Then on top of that, when you build a housing project over it, you put drugs inside of it, destroy the people's minds over here, and basically just leave them with nothing. You know. Y'all guys, hope y'all learned this.
That says Christina Higgins, age 27, who died yesterday at the home of her father near West Tampa, was buried in Zion Cemetery at 11 o'clock this morning. So that was from 1916. They started using this cemetery.
I'm not for sure. I have to do your research.
But long story short, this building right here is sitting on this cemetery.
Not only this one, there's more that goes over. It goes over a couple of more buildings. If we can get in, there's a gate over there. You can get in. It's a big area. Guess those are some of the old photos.
How we used to look.
You know, so giving y'all some real information, man. You know, a lot of y'all don't know this in your own city, but this is what they do. Make it happen or you cap it.